busted.
Hi book lovers, this is Jenny at Juliababyjen's reading room, and this is another edition of In My Mailbox. Today is Friday, July 12th. I'm sorry if I look all hot and sweaty, but I am. It's really hot outside and I just got home. I decided to go ahead and record my video real quick. I got a few things this week. I got some awesome deals. I spent hardly any money this week at all, which was so cool. So here we go.
The Fairest Beauty by Melanie Dickerson.
This was a Nookbook ebook I got from Barnes & Noble. It was on sale for $1.99 this week, and I've had it on my to-read list for a while, so I went ahead and grabbed it.
Darkness Before Dawn by J.A. London.
This was another ebook I got from Barnes & Noble for my Nook. It was also on sale. I got this actually a couple weeks ago, but forgot to feature it. It was on sale for $1.99, and it has been on my to-read list for a long time as well. So I picked that one up.
Pivot Point by Casey West.
This was also another ebook I got on sale for $1.99. I know it's on sale on Barnes & Noble and Amazon, and I've only heard great things about it. It's a dystopian, a little bit with a sci-fi flavor to it, and my friends that have read it all gave it 5 stars, so I had to pick that one up too. And I went to Iowa Falls today, which isn't too far from where we live, and checked out their library, and it's a really awesome library. So we went ahead and got a library card for it, and we picked up a few things. The great thing I loved about it was the checkout time is 1 month, which is just awesome. So we grabbed the third book in the series of unfortunate events. This one is The Wide Window by Lemony Snicket. Actually, Tessa grabbed this. She just finished reading the second one, and she's really into this series now. And I happen to be in the same place she is, so I'm like, oh yay, let's grab that so I can read it too. So we grabbed this one. Liesel and Poe by Lauren Oliver. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. I love Lauren Oliver's writing, and it's a children's book, and it looks really interesting. So I'm excited to read this one. This one is a brand new series for me, and I just thought it looked really cute. It's a children's book series, and they had all 3 of them there, but I just grabbed the first one. It's the Incorrigible Children of Ashton Place, and this is book 1, The Mysterious Howling by Mary Rose Wood, and it just looks really cute, like a really cute book. So I'm excited to try this series. And the last thing I got from the library was an audiobook of Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. I've already read this book before, but I'm kind of in the mood to reread some of my favorites, and I'm kind of in the mood to read Odd Thomas, and I haven't read the last like 2 or 3 books of the series, so I thought it might be fun to reread the first couple and then read the new one. So I decided to get the first one on audiobook so I could listen to it when I'm driving in the car. So then while we were walking around downtown Iowa Falls after we left the library, I haven't been to downtown Iowa Falls for a long time, years. It's been a long time. So I just thought I would stop in some of the stores, and we did find a really cute little a bookstore and coffee shop. I didn't pick anything up in there. It was mostly used books, and there really wasn't anything I was interested in. The books that I was interested in I already owned, so it was kind of funny. I did pick some for Tessa, but then we went into another little shop that Allison wanted to stop in, and it didn't have books or anything in it. It was mostly a paper shop, like scrapbooking paper, but they had like antiques and just interesting things in it, and they had these old books, like really old collector's books, and they had Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm by Kate Douglas Wiggin, which I do love this book. I read it when I was a kid, and it's a really cute book. So I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of cute. It'd be neat to have a collector. So I went up and asked how much it was, and it was $1. So I grabbed it. So it was a total surprise that I found in the little shop, which was fun. And then right before we left town, Allison saw the Goodwill and was like, oh, let's stop there. She loves Goodwills, which that's awesome for me because I can get her new clothes, new clothes to her really cheap. She's not one of those kids who has to go to the mall and get really expensive clothing, which I'm grateful for. And she did find a really cute dress. She said she wants to wear it to homecoming, so that was neat. And she found a tank top. But I went through the book section, which is what I always do when I go to Goodwill, and I picked up a stack of books, and they cost me $5 for all of them. So I hit the jackpot there. I've got The Russian Concubine by Kate Vernovel. I've heard of this book before, and it looks really interesting, so I picked it up. And it's like, I don't know who had it. Whoever had it never read it. It's totally new. This one, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I've actually never read this book, surprisingly. I've read about it. I've read many articles about how he wrote it and that kind of thing. And I know all about it, but I've actually never read the actual book, and they happen to have it. So I'm like, oh, I might as well grab it. Offshore by Penelope Fitzgerald. It won the Booker Prize, so I'm assuming it must be a good book. It just looked really interesting, and it's a short one, so I thought I would try it. The Postmistress by Sarah Blake. This has been on my wish list for a while, so I was really happy to see it in Goodwill. Nights in Rodanthe by Nicholas Sparks. This is one of his that I haven't read, and I do love his books. And I haven't seen the movie yet either because I haven't read the book. So now I can read the book so I can watch the movie, which I've heard is good. This totally thrilled me. They had a hardback copy of Brother Odd by Dean Koontz, which I'm going to be reading the series, and I don't have this one. This is one of my favorites of the series too. I think this is the third one. So that was pretty cool. They had the hardbound book. And another Dean Koontz book, Odd Apocalypse. Another Odd Thomas book. I don't know if this is the fourth or fifth one. I haven't read this one. So they had it sitting there in paperback, so I grabbed that one too. So that was a productive shopping trip. I spent a lot more money than that, but on books, I only spent, well, I guess I spent $8 with Tessa's book, but on my books, I spent $6. So yay me, that was one heck of a deal. I spent a lot of money. Most of my money I spent today was on food, since we were completely out of food. So that's in my mailbox for this week. It might be a couple weeks before I do another one. I more than likely won't even get any books this next week. This next week for us is Fair Week, our county fair, and all my kids are in 4-H, and I am a 4-H leader for 2 different clubs for my older 3 and my youngest daughter. So we will be busy all week, Tuesday through Sunday next week. We will be busy almost all day, every day, and I work this weekend. So I don't think I'll be doing a video very soon. So it'll be a little while till I talk to you again, but I hope you guys all have a great time, and hope you're having a great summer. Bye.
Busted.